From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, September the 29th, 2021. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett arrived back in Israel this evening after spending the last few days in New York. Bennett was in the city to address the United Nations General Assembly. He also met with Jewish leaders. And at the UN yesterday, the Prime Minister shared video of his meeting with US Ambassador to the United Nations, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, reaffirming the US-Israel relationship.
I think the new spirit between America and Israel can be brought to bear, and we can do great things together. So appreciate your friendship.
Well, good. Thank you very much. I happen to have had the honor of sitting in your meeting with President Biden and be there as he reaffirmed the strength of our relationship moving forward. And I make sure that every day I reaffirm that in my relationships, not just with your ambassador, but my relationships with others at in the United Nations. And it's a strong relationship, and we've reaffirmed that every opportunity that we've had. And I look forward to continuing that, including on a visit to Israel, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and, we're looking forward to your visit.
Good. I am too.
Bennett's office said he also spoke to the U.S. ambassador about missing IDF soldiers Oron Shaul and Hadar Golden, and civilians Avram Mengistu and Hisham Asayed, and asked her to continue raising the issue in various forums, as she has done since meeting Hadar Golden's mother, Leah Golden. Terror group Hamas has been holding the remains of the two IDF soldiers since 2014. Bennett also met yesterday with UN Secretary General António Guterres. And the premier met on Sunday in New York with the Foreign Minister of Bahrain, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al Zayani, and with the United Arab Emirates Foreign Minister Khalifa Shaheen Al Marar on the sidelines of the UNGA, where Bennett discussed strengthening and expanding relations since the signing of the Abraham Accords just over 1 year ago. Israel's Foreign Minister Yair Lapid will travel to Bahrain tomorrow, the first official visit of an Israeli minister to the kingdom. During the visit, Lapid tweeted he will inaugurate the Israeli embassy in Manama, meet with the foreign minister's counterparts, and sign a series of bilateral agreements. Israel's foreign ministry noted that the visit was upon the invitation of Lapid's Bahraini counterpart. The embassy in Manama will be Israel's first in Bahrain, and direct flights between Tel Aviv and Manama are set to officially begin tomorrow as well. Well, today marks the 80th anniversary of the Babi Yar massacre, where 33,771 Jews, men, women, and children, were murdered in a ravine in Kiev, Ukraine, from September the 29th to the 30th of 1941. The mass executions carried out by SS troops as well as local residents who collaborated with the Nazis. A memorial was held in Ukraine today where President Volodymyr Zelensky laid flowers at the monument of the victims. And a special lesson was presented at all Ukrainian schools today in memory of the tragedy. German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas also paid tribute. Tweeting of the anniversary, he wrote, "The memory of the more than 33,000 extinguished lives must not fade. This is the task of ours and future generations." With the hashtag #WeRemember. Israel's Memorial to the Holocaust, Yad Vashem, shared a new online exhibit marking 80 years to the murder of the Jews of Babi Yar, with photographs of many of the victims and links to pages of testimony submitted by others about them, which Yad Vashem explains is a mute testament to the persecution of an entire Jewish community. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, September the 29th at 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study. At 8, a panel discussion on the recent 20th anniversary of the Durban Conference, part of our special programming, Durban Revisited. At 9, it's part 2 of a L'chaim interview with Richard Stone. At 10, a Durban Revisited interview with former chair of the Jewish Agency, former Soviet Refusenik Natan Sharansky. That's followed at 10:30 by Muzika. And coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, September the 29th, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.